Hi everyone, welcome back to Marie's Kitchen. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're making gluten-free brownie bites. And our family is not actually gluten-free, but we do love this recipe with the gluten-free flour and gluten-free oat flour, mostly because it gives a really tender crumb and really allows the chocolate flavors to come through. So either way, use the gluten-free flour or the all-purpose flour. This recipe is for everyone. Best part about this recipe is it's just one bowl and it's so easy to make. We're also going to add in 1 cup of grated zucchini, so great way to get an extra veggie. You won't even know it's there. All you taste is this rich chocolate flavor with chocolate chips. It is so delicious. I really think you're going to love this one. Let's get started. Real quick, I want to walk you through the ingredients. We'll use 1/2 cup gluten-free cup for cup flour, 1/2 cup gluten-free oat flour, and if you don't have that, you can use a full cup of the cup for cup, 1/2 cup cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon salt. Next is 3/4 cup brown sugar, 2 very ripe bananas, 1 cup grated zucchini, and 1 egg. We'll also use 3/4 cup chocolate chips and then have a few extra to sprinkle on top. And finally, we'll need 1/2 cup coconut oil. And this is refined coconut oil, so it doesn't have a strong coconut flavor. It's just a neutral flavor. If you don't have coconut oil, you can use avocado oil or another neutral oil like light olive oil or canola oil even, or some butter would work as well. Okay, let's get cooking. Okay, we'll start by putting our dry ingredients in a large bowl. We'll start with our 1/2 cup gluten-free cup for cup flour. Next is 1/2 cup of the oat flour. I love using oat flour in cooking. It is basically just ground up oats, so it has that nice taste of kind of oatmeal, and it adds some extra fiber and vitamins, so I love to use that in baking. Next is 1/2 cup cocoa powder. Now we'll add our baking powder, baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon salt. You can hear we've got our oven preheating to 350 degrees. Now we'll just give this a stir. You want to give this a good stir because if there are any lumps in the cocoa powder, those are hard to get out once you add the wet ingredients. So go ahead and give it a good stir. Mix it in with the flour here. And if you want, you can also sift the cocoa powder in. It's very simple. And just sift that right in, and that will avoid any lumps as well. Now we'll grate our zucchini. We're going to need 1 cup. So I'll just cut off the end here. And I love to use a handheld grater. It's much easier to store than one of those big box graters. So I love to use this. If I'm doing a lot of zucchini or carrot, then I do it in a food processor. It's really, really fast. But since it's just 1 cup, I don't mind doing it by hand. And if you don't have zucchini, carrot will work as well. I've also used like 1/2 carrot, 1/2 apple. So really just depending what you have, you can add that in. The zucchini is great though. It adds some nice moisture and of course some vitamins and fiber that you will normally get in a brownie bite. So this is great. There we go. There is our 1 cup grated zucchini. Now we'll add the wet ingredients to the dry. We've got our 1/2 cup melted coconut oil, and there may be some solids in there. That's perfectly fine. So we'll just pour that right in. Next is our brown sugar. I'll go ahead and give this all a stir, a little bit of a stir here. Next, 2 very ripe bananas. And you can certainly mash these in a separate bowl if you like. I'm just trying to use 1 bowl and save some cleaning, so I just throw it all in the same bowl. And I've got a fork here. I'm just going to mash this right up in the bowl. You can do this in a stand mixer if you prefer. That works just as well. I just love to get as little equipment dirty as possible. So we're just using a bowl and a fork and a spatula. Okay, that's looking good. Next step, we have our egg here. There we go. Pour that in and add our zucchini. and 3/4 cup chocolate chips. Yum. Now, if you do want to make a vegan version of this, simply use dairy-free chocolate chips. Since we're using the coconut oil, there's no dairy in here except the chocolate chips. All right, this is done. Look at that. We got some great brownie batter there with just one bowl. And what was it, 10-15 minutes to put together? Okay, so we are gonna make these into mini muffins or brownie bites. If you don't have a mini muffin tin, you can use traditional muffin sizes, or you can even bake these at Loaves. I have it all set out on my website, mariesaba.com. You can hop over there and get all the details for different versions of this depending on what equipment you have. For the mini muffins, I'm just going to take whatever excess coconut oil we had here in our measuring cup here and just grease these a little bit. It is a non-stick pan, but you do always want to grease the pan a little bit as well, just to be sure. Now we'll grab a cookie scoop and scoop out our brownie bites. If you haven't been to my website yet, you've got to check it out. It's just recipes. There's no long blog posts. There's no advertising. There's no pop-ups. Just the recipes that you want, and you can print them out easily. So I'd love for you to check out my website, and you can subscribe if you like to get weekly recipes. There is a box for that, but it doesn't pop up at you. I get so tired of going to websites where everything is just nonstop popping up, and you can't even see what you're looking for. So I said, you know what? I'm going to design a website with you in mind that makes it easy to navigate, easy to find stuff. It's just recipes that you can print, and that's it. Now we'll put these in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. Okay, the first batch is done. We'll grab those out of the oven. Here they are. Don't they look amazing? I'll grab a toothpick and put that in to make sure that it comes out clean. That looks great. So these are done. Now we're going to let these cool for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll get to have a taste. Thanks so much for joining us on Marie's Kitchen. Today we made these easy and delicious gluten-free brownie bites with zucchini and 2 ripe bananas. They're easy to make in just one bowl and come out so good. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. We so appreciate your likes. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. I've got lots more videos coming up with easy recipes just like this, and I don't want you to miss any of them. For this recipe and more, check out my website, mariesaba.com. There you can go and get all my recipes, including this one, print them out, put them in a notebook, and create your very own Marie's Kitchen cookbook for free. My goal is to give you some really easy recipes that turn out great every time, so you can build some confidence in the kitchen and feel really inspired to share good food with people that you love. From my kitchen to yours, thank you.